Hey guys, what is up and welcome to another episode of Did You Know? You guys wanted it, you guys asked for it, and here you go, I present to you Earth the Manatee. I tried to gather as much info as I could for this episode and I hope it will satisfy your cravings, but please don't forget to throw in the like if you enjoyed this episode. But without any further ado, let us jump straight into his abilities. Quick credits goes to Monkey100 for the Earth video you will see in the background of this video. Check out his channel in the description below. Alright, so for those that don't know, Earth was actually an April Fool's joke made by Riot, announcing that he was actually going to be a playable champion. So even with that, he apparently still has a skill set made for him as if he was actually going to be released, and it looks something like this. So his passive looks like it's called Big Blue Watery Road, and what it does is it makes him move faster in the bodies of water. Then you have his Q, which is called Flippy Floppy. This one seems kind of like Jinx's Q, where he switches weapons between a fish and a spatula. The fish dealing damage over time damage and the spatula doing flat damage. Then we have his W, Poseidon's Gaze. This one seems to remove the fog of war from the calling of, quote, the manatee god, Poseidon. So it seems kinda like TF's ultimate, doesn't it? Then you have his E ability, Flop Strike. This skill seems to make Earth do a flip onto a target that is right beside him for massive damage. Honestly, it seems kind of OP. And then you have his ultimate, Omni Splash. This skill seems to be extremely similar to Nami's ultimate. Possibly this is where Nami got her ultimate inspiration from. To add more troll to this, the skills from Earth seem to reference the I'm on a Boat song by Lonely Island with the Flippy Floppy and the Big Blue Watery Road. Also, his ultimate might be a reference to Cloud's final limit break from Final Fantasy VII, Omni Slash. Alright, so that's pretty much all I can talk about in terms of his abilities, but don't fret, there's a lot of cool facts and lore we can talk about regarding Earth. So apparently Earth idolizes the champions in League of Legends and actually wants to be one of them. The main champion that he actually admired the most was none other than the Grandmaster at Arms himself, Jax. Since Jax can only fight with what the league deems fit, such as a fishing rod or a lamppost, Earth is inspired from this and he actually wants to be like Jax, hence his Q ability, where he uses the fish and the spatula. Apparently the fish and the spatula are two great symbols of his manatee heritage, the fish symbolizing the bounty and providence of the sea, and the spatula pays homage to his people's age-long pursuit for culinary mastery. With all of this inspirational info about Earth, unfortunately he does die, and he actually died to the one and only Warwick. Apparently Earth was swimming in the Summoner's Rift and Warwick jumped out of nowhere and attacked him. During the April Fool's Day, Riot announced the special Earth the Manatee skin for Warwick, and they trolled saying that it will be 5,000 RP, yet people can buy it for 99% off for a week as a tribute to Earth, and then you can buy it for 500 RP, which is 90% off on the second week, and then back to 5,000 RP on the last day. However, with Riot doing all of this trolling, it ended up actually being very successful as a lot of sales happened, so Riot, being the good company that they are, donated the money to SaveTheManatee.org. Apparently, over 15,000 summoners celebrated this occasion and bought the skin during those 2 weeks or so. In the Butcher Ergot splash word, you can see the text, quote, manatee half off, end quote, referring, of course, to Earth. Also, in the Gragas' scuba skin, you can see Earth's spatula kind of floating around in the water behind him. If you take a closer look at the 2010 harrowing login screen for the Halloween event, you can see Earth's graveyard in the background as well. Also, on the Halloween map, there is Earth's ghost beside the ledge overlooking the barren pit to the left, and standing near it will summon Earth's spirit. An interesting thing about this is that if Warwick stands there to summon the spirit, Earth's spirit will actually hit him for 1 damage, however this damage will not be fatal. Since Lee Sin was also an April Fool's joke, you can actually see Earth in his initial art preview. You can also see Earth in the Earth Rider Corki skin, duh. And in the Vayne artwork, you can also see Earth's graveyard in the very back. In the Fisherman Fizz's skin, his ultimate got changed from a shark to Earth. And finally, in Spirit Guard Ulyr's joke animation, you can also see the spirit of Earth. Alright, that unfortunately marks the end of this episode of Did You Know featuring Earth. Please throw in a like if you enjoyed this one, and also write the next champion you guys want to see in the comments below, or any suggestions on how to improve it. But once again, hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to share the video with your friends, and I'll see you next time. Peace!